In this video, I'm going to compare a Casio Sa-46 to a Casio Sa-76 and tell you which one we believe it's a better option for a beginner. I have the 46 at the top and the 76 on the bottom. And stay tuned to the end of the video in which I'm going to tell you which one is the biggest difference that we will recommend one over the other. And at the same time, we already made dedicated videos on both of these products, so check those in the description of this video. So when it comes to being a beginner, one of the basic things that you need is just a couple of decent sounds. When you turn both of them on, this is the sound that you get for piano. And as you can hear, it's identical. Now, when it comes to, let's say I'm going to check on sound number 10, and I do the same sound on the bottom, it's exactly the same one. So one of the things that these two keywords, let's see if that happens on patterns as well. So sound number 1. And same thing for sound number 1 on patterns, which is drum beats. Exactly the same one. So when it comes to sounds, drum beats, and even the songs that you can learn on both keyboards, they are identical. One of the things, these two keyboards seem to me like they have exactly the same brain and a little bit of a different enclosure. Now, if you look at the bottom one, the enclosure, it's a little bit bigger, and it almost looks like maybe the speakers on the Casio Sa-76 are a little bit bigger, but I think it's almost like an optical thing, because I think if you take them apart, they probably have exactly the same size speakers. So the bottom one, it's probably about, I would say, 3-4 inches, a little bit wider. I haven't measured it, but I think that's probably close to the difference. But there is an important difference when it comes to the notes and the amount of keys, and let me tell you why that's important. So let me put both of them back on piano. So when you're learning piano, you want to be in what's called C position, which is this. We have 10 fingers, and we're going to have 1 finger per key on that position. But when I do these first 5 notes on the Casio Sa-46, I have to move to the left. And what that does is if I put my left hand on the Casio Sa-46, I don't have a space to place it. So I'm going to have to move to the right to be able to do the same position. That is a big deal, because a lot of the beginning of playing piano is going to be in what we call C position, which is with no movement. So as these keywords are intended for a beginner, I think the range of the bottom one, the Sa-76, is much better, because not only gets you to place your hands in a better range, but at the same time, this one has, I think it's about 12 more keys than the 46. So the Casio Sa-46 has 32 keys, and the Casio Sa-76 has 44 keys. Now, that difference single-handedly, I think, is the reason that you probably should spend $10 more on the Casio Sa-76 if you are considering these two products for a beginner. Now, there's nothing wrong with the 46, but I think when it comes to that minor difference in price, it's worth it to get the other one, get a little bit more keys. Now, the keys are exactly the same size. They have a couple of buttons here for percussions, which is also the same thing. Both keyboards have a very low profile, and they're very rugged. They're almost designed to probably be used by students that are young and are not going to take great care of them. But I definitely want to conclude the video by saying, if you are considering purchasing one of these two for your student, go to the Casio Sa-76, as that's going to be a much better purchase for someone that is a beginner. My suggestion, if someone really likes playing piano, you're probably going to have to replace this for a keyboard that would have 61 keys. But this can be a great almost starting point as a parent if you're trying to see, okay, does my child really like this journey on music and wants to stick with it. If you would like more information about what we do here at The Hit, or any suggestions or products that you would like to see us compare or review, definitely let us know in the comments. We want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.